Welcome back to another episode of EpicAirsoftHD. This week, as promised, we have the H&K TR418, which is a replica of the famous Heckler & Koch 416D. So let's get this out of the box and have a look at it. I've already owned one of these a long time ago, way before we done our first episode actually of the H&K Top Tech, this is a part of the Top Tech series, the Top Tech M4 Lite. Very first episode. If you've never seen it, you can check it out there. You can see just how we've moved along from the old device that we used. So anyway, let's have a look at some of the stuff in the box. You always get your instruction manual. H&K like to tease us by throwing in a catalogue, and if we ever win the lottery or whatever it is, lotto in your area, you can spend all your money on hard-won cash. H&K stuff's always really well packaged. Actually, you even get a screwdriver in this. I think that's a sight adjustment tool maybe? I don't know. If any of you know what that is, let me know and we'll highlight your comment in the comments box. Alright, let's have a look at the gun. That's what we're here to see after all. Really nice weight to this already. It weighs a ton. So get the magazine in as well. Definitely not batteries. Alright, we'll shove this box out to the side. So there you go. Oops, flip up the front sight as well. Flip up front sights, good thing to mention, and of course Heckler & Koch's famous diopter rear sight on it as well. The Top Tech series of H&K are blowbacks. They're electric blowback. It's more of a tinny noise than a tremendous noise like the TM Scar H that we did last week's episode of, which you can click up there in annotation to take you to that. This is much more kind of light, just a sound effect thing and little visual thing. You get this thing flying backwards and forwards. In fact, we'll take it out there. You can be able to see that by looking at the video. Okay, moving on to the rest of the features of the gun. H&K always give you this little red cap so you don't shoot anyone in the eye when you take it out of the box. I don't know what this flash hider style is, but I know you can get H&K's very own QD silencer for this. It just screws on there. I've had it before for my own Top Tech. This is a longer barrel length, of course the D variant of the 416, and flip up sight. You get hundreds and hundreds of rail space on this gun. I'm not sure that's where the battery is housed, but we'll have a look at that later on in the video. Magazine that comes with the gun is a 450 round high capacity magazine. Of course you can get other magazines that are available for the gun. Mag brand, the Magpul PTS brands will all fit in this gun really well. In fact, saying that, the P-mags don't fit too good in this and they do need altered to actually feed inside the gun. 416 style receiver is a different size from the M4 style, AR-15 style. The dust cover actually locks in place, and when the blowback comes out, the dust cover flies open, much like the real thing do. One of my favourite things about H&Ks, and I do this to pretty much all AR-15 style guns that I get, is the hop units. The hop units and hot rubbers are far superior. They're up there with TM. They lift 0.3s and even 0.43s out to ridiculous ranges, even with a low FPS. The rubber that comes with it, the H&K green hop rubber, it's pretty soft, but it's also really durable. They'll last you a good 2 or 3 years before they start to go hard and wear down. And of course, the hop unit itself, the adjustments on it, the increments are really tight. It's difficult to adjust, but once you've got that perfect hop-up setup you have for your BBs, it's not going to move. You're going to get consistency with it all the time. Great factor, especially with H&K's Top Tech style guns. Alright, the grip is a little unusual. I've got slightly smaller hands than the average human being. This is pretty awkward for me. I like to have a much closer grip towards the trigger grip than most people do. But I guess if you've got bigger hands, this is going to be nice and comfortable. Good ergonomic grip, and it's good to see that you get something different out of the box. The stock that comes with it is standard AR style, like you'll see on the M4A1, and I think this is where the battery's housed, so we're going to have a look. As with all crane stocks, you just pull this out and pull it up. And yeah, there we are. Batteries housed in here. You can get a stock tube LiPo to fit down inside the stock tube. It's a mini Tamiya connector that's hooked up to a fuse, or if you've got the crane stock type, you can set it inside the crane stock. Of course, compatibility with most stocks, micro PTS, you can get that, all that good stuff onto your gun. We'll fire this back on. Yeah, I've got a couple of gripes with this gun, I'll go over them. And they're really niggly things, I can't really complain about them, to be honest. One of them is I can't get this stock back on. Now that ordeal's done with, I'll go over the gripes I have with it. Trade markings, there are absolutely none on this gun other than G&G's themselves. If you're looking for a realistic H&K AR-15, this probably isn't the one for you. If you're looking for one that performs absolutely awesomely for a decent price, then this one definitely is. The trademarks on there are G&G's own type. I guess that's their Top Tech logo. I'm not entirely sure what that stands for. It's like, I think it says GT, G&G Armament, and of course they've got the white laser engraved trademarks here. Pretty cool graphics on there though. They've got laser engraving and coloured fire selector switch, so you get semi-auto and fully automatic as you'd expect. But if you're looking for more realistic, I would go with the VFC/Umarex version. Much like the 417 that we had from Airsoft World we reviewed before. That is some awesome piece of kit for trademark wise and realism. Alright, we've had a look at some of the features. Let's go see how it shoots on a 30 metre range. Okay, we're on a 30 metre range test, and again I have to apologise about the noise. We shot this on the same day we shot the Scar H by Tokyo Marui, and of course, if you'll know, I've got one of the machines running here 24/7. Has to be done. Have to make a living, so sorry about that. That's why we're in the office here doing the review of the gun from there instead of out here in the factory. Anyway, I've got a 7.4 volt LiPo battery strapped to the back here. I'm not bothered about putting the stock on because the gun is fixed in a vise. That's to eliminate any human element, and I'm using 0.3 gram Devil Blaster BBs for this range test. Alright, let's stick it on semi-automatic first and fire about, I don't know, a dozen rounds at the target. Right, let's see what we can do. Alright, let's have a look at that target and we'll go set it up for fully automatic test. Okay, I'm set up in fully automatic now. Let's put, I don't know, 3 bursts onto the target. Okay, motor sounds a bit squeaky, but that's no problem. We can fix the more height adjustment. It should be running fine, but let's have a look at the targets and see how it is. Alright, now we've been out and shot some of the targets. Let's have a look at the semi-auto test first. Fired a dozen rounds there, and they're pretty damn consistent. Again, very, very similar to my own M4 Lite that the first ever review that we did. And the fully automatic test was absolutely devastating. I fired a good 3 bursts of full auto there, and they've all pretty much landed in this little cluster. That's about the size of a fist. We got one little flyer there, and again, as I explained in the Scar H that we did last week, roughly in the centre chest, it's always going to be a consistent hit. That's what you're looking for in an airsoft gun. That is really good. Price mark for this gun is around about the £320 mark. If you want to have a look at the range test again, you can click up here on that annotation, take you straight back to it. And of course, you want to start from the very beginning, have another look through the features that we went over before. You can click down there on this one. G&G Top Tech range are great performing guns out of the box. If you're looking for something that you can't afford to upgrade, you just want to pick up something that it performs excellently out of the box, this is the gun to go for. Externally wise, not perfect, but if you done a nice spray job in this, probably you would get that right kind of special forces look that you're looking for, especially if you were buying a 416, which is what these guns are actually geared towards. If you want to have a look at something similar, check out that VFC 417, one of the coolest reviews we've done. big gun, big round, and also blowback wise, electric blowback wise, you can check out that very first review that we did again by clicking down on that annotation. Guys, don't forget to subscribe to us. We have a gun review every single Sunday, so don't forget to do that. Check us out on Facebooks and all that. Airsoft World were kind enough to let us borrow this gun, so please check us out. I've got the links in the description below for this gun, magazines, all that good stuff down there. Click on them. See if fancy this gun, don't forget to add it to your cart, and we'll see you next Sunday.